Okay, Rob, which method did you prefer? One, the shorter one, or the longer, shorter one? So, what was the reason for your preference for that? Yeah. Right. How did you find it, Jack? The bigger figure of 8, which is method 2, or the shorter one, method 1? Yeah. Okay. And how did that help you? You couldn't do the second one. Okay, fine. So you could do the bigger one, but not the shorter one. Well, I'll go through it again, and then have a go at, persevere with it on both sides and see how it develops. Okay, same with yourself, Kevin, as well. The other thing I've picked up with most of you, most of it is the important thing, is the actual position of the paddle and your body. So in a way, what should be happening is, what I want you to try and do is make sure that your paddle is outside. If this is the side of the boat here, make sure your paddle is outside that boat in a straight line. So you've got to bring this top hand across. So I've got a watch here, and this watch here indicates to me that when I'm looking at it and it's in a straight line. So you're going to make sure that your paddle's outside the boat in that position. This is the side of the boat. Because some of you are using it like this. It really needs to be out here. Okay, so go away and practice that. Make sure that the paddle hand is outside here, which means that your body is turned. If you like this, your body is not turned enough. So you need to turn your body. So if you come here, Geoff, I'll show you how to. So go away, practice on both sides. All you've got to do is see how the paddle turns. Yeah. Okay. You make it, your stroke is longer, isn't it? Well, what I'm asking you to work in is this the pivot here, is it? Yeah. So what I'm saying to you is just work between there and there. So it's like, it's just a shorter stroke. But slow it down, you're moving it too quickly. All you've got to do is basically, in this water, all you've got to do is just this pace of the water, just like that. Yeah, but there you've slowed it down, but you're using only that amount of area. Where before you were going from here all the way up to there. But it's just using that short space. Right, Kevin, try it now where you've got your boat raised up in the air. Yeah, yeah. So you're moving that, you're moving away with the boat, with the water coming here. Right, Neil, if you come here, try it now with the raised edge. With the raised edge. Do you remember the raised? Yeah. So your edge, if you're coming down that way, you yeah, whichever your paddle's on, you have the raised edge bit. So Rob, raise your edge now. Raise your edge as you're coming towards me. Yeah, no, you're opposite. Raise that edge, raise that knee, and then paddle. So, Geoff, raise your edge as you start to do it with a raised edge. Is that the side you need to work on, is it? Which is your strongest side? Yeah, it's this side you've got to work on. It's just pure practice, really. And the more you have to really do some drilling on it. Nice body trunk rotation there now, Jack. I'm using the top hand, using your top hand really well now, because you twist it, you're letting it be more looser at the top hand. That's looking much more proficient now with that paddle. Can you feel the change in the way you're doing it now? Yeah. Yeah. But your technique, if you slow down, your technique will improve. Right, Jeffrey, I want to see you paddle this way. Once these two are passed, on the raised edge, please. You're looking my way, Jeffrey. I want to see the eyeball. Much better, Jeffrey. Right, try the other side. Try the other side. No, look that way. I want to see if the other side is just as proficient. You haven't got your raised edge. You've got your raised edge. So, the others are practicing. So what you've learnt tonight, what have you learnt tonight which is going to help you in your paddling? Yeah. And what about the movement of the paddle? Is it a much bigger stroke or shorter stroke? Yeah. 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 Right. So really, so important to play within that short space, isn't it? And what about the position of your paddle? All right. Did you find a difference between the raised edge? Yeah. Would you use that anywhere on the water, do you think? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what are you going to practice between now and next week? Fun? Right. Okay, Geoff. Thank you. Right, Kevin. So, have you learnt anything tonight? Yeah. 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 Do you know the reason why you raise your leg? Raise it for? Yeah. Yeah. It's more important, I think, on moving fast water. Yeah. I mean, the reason why I did fast and slow is to make people understand the density of the water. Yeah. Yeah. And it does have an impact in this water about the movement of the boat. Yeah. It's just understanding that idea. So what are you going to do now between this session and next lesson when you come? In regards to your paddles, whatever you've learned tonight. Yeah. Yeah. It's just got to think of that position with the coffee cup that you watch there. Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So, Rob, we've gone through this session before. Did you find any difference with the update of the strokes and that for yourself? Yeah. Well, just think about it. How easy is it to do a scull and draw support stroke in moving water in a pour over? Yeah, at Simmons Yacht. Do you remember in Simmons Yacht? It was because the force of the water was holding you up. So if you've got the raised edge and moving water and trying to move away, it's going to be to your advantage, because what happens? Yeah. Okay, so what are you going to do between now and next lesson? Yeah. We're going to Jackfields on Saturday. So try some of those strokes in a faster water and see what the difference is. Okay. Yeah, but it's good level. It'd be a good level. Okay, we'll try some of these strokes on moving water. So Jack. And Neil, I'll just finish it off. I know I'm finishing off with these two. Yeah. Oh, sorry, yours, I've finished with you, I've spoken to you individually. So, Jack, for you personally, what's helped you tonight? Yeah. Right, okay. So, is that something you're going to be working on the next lesson? Yeah. Yeah. Don't forget, work on both sides. It will become easier as you practice more on both sides and keep drilling it, and it will come. But if you work on the points that you've picked up today with you're holding the paddle, your trunk rotation and slowing it down, you will find, you know, that improvement. Okay, but think about those principles when you're doing the other strokes with Rich as well. Slow the movement down, because the water would take you all over the place in here. Right, okay. Neil, we've done this before, haven't we? We did on the canal and that. So from this lesson, have you developed your stroke, or what are you going to work on, do you think? Yeah, yeah. What are you going to think about? Your self-check is the watch there, and it's more to. Yeah, yeah. It's more or less getting out to the boat. It's all down to this trunk rotation. It's about turning your body and physically turning it and looking towards where you're going. So it's working on that trunk rotation. What I do in the morning is one of the exercises. I use these as if I was in a boat, and to use this to go like that. I'll have a word. I think he's got a job. His dad's there. Did you have a word? Okay. Did you find it different with that paddle? It's a lighter paddle than. Well, you can always try that one as well. I only bought that one because Rich wasn't here. Yeah. Yeah. I find just try this